Now Russia boasts over 200,000 troops along Ukraine's border, and this just out from the Ministry of Defense here that Russian tanks and armor are taking up attack positions. They're no longer just driving in convoys, but they're actually spreading out into attack positions along that southeastern border. They are deciding to continue their military drills up in Belarus. Today and yesterday, they filmed what I would call a Hollywood-worthy training exercise, firing off dozens and dozens of ground-to-air missiles that would have taken out Ukraine's entire air force about 4 times over just in those exercises. And obviously that's a message meant to be sent to the West, not to Ukraine. And that's the reason I think people here in Kiev are still going about their business and shopping and doing whatever they normally do, because they understand that this is a conflict between the West and between Russia. Unfortunately, they're the political football in the middle.
Yeah, again, there have been talks. The people you've spoken to, though, again, on the ground, and some you see, and I continue to point out, people just walking around as normal, yet you've got an announcement of a potential kill list there in Ukraine. It doesn't seem like a lot of fear on the ground, at least in Kiev.
You know, there has been so much disinformation that's put out by the Russian media and the Russian Foreign Service. They are saying that they're capturing teams of Ukrainian terrorists inside the Donetsk region, actually inside Russian territory on the other side of the occupied zone, and that they say they just captured some military infantry vehicles from Ukraine that drove all the way across somehow that occupied zone and were captured as they were crossing into Russia. The people here in Kiev understand that there's not one frame or one word that comes out of that the Russian media that is true. And in talking with people who have been in contact with folks inside the occupied zones, they know it too. And so, again, until the tanks are rolling and the bombs are falling, people here are going to keep on going.
It's kind of a bird's eye view there in Kiev as we continue to follow what the State Department has already said, warning Americans in Ukraine to be concerned about commercial air travel, potentially getting out and not to rely on the U.S. government at this time. More and more information continues to come out. As it does, we'll bring it to you live. Chuck Holton on the ground there in Kiev, Ukraine. Thank you.